Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another Super Sons Fortress of Attitude comic review. And in this one, I will be reviewing issue 5 of Robin. And I must admit, I think this storytelling is actually getting better and better along the way. And I really like the covers. Out of these covers, the most, I'm going to have to point out, it's not the variant that's my favourite out of this one. It's actually the regular this time around. To which I gave the cover race, or the regular cover, a 8 out of 10. Because it does actually work with what is actually happening inside the story. And for the second cover, which has the character of Flatline, a 7 out of 10. Alright, now it's time to jump right into the next thing. Let's have a bit of a look at the internal art. Now, I must admit, this art has started to really improve, and it's actually improving it in its consistency as well, especially with Gleb Malnikov doing the art. I'll show a few more pages. This is up near the beginning. This is moving towards the middle. Okay, I must admit, this is probably one of my favourite scenes with Damien and Jason. Great job. Joshua Williamson, great job. And last but not least, some art towards the end. And I'll show what happens towards the end as well, with the back end pages. This was really well done. And I'm looking for the rumble in the next issue. So for the art, I gave it, well, same as the regular cover, an 8 out of 10. And that's pretty high for me. I wonder if it'll go to an 8.5 when the next issue comes out. Well, in this issue, we have Damian Wayne, and of course, we catch up with Ravager, Respawn, Flatline, Hawk at the beginning of the story. And of course, some of them are wondering, like, where Damian is, and Ravager already seems to be caught up that, like, the last person that he was around was actually, that Damien was around was Hawk. And yes, you do actually see a little bit of conversation, and then it moves into the area of the island of Corto Maltese. It starts off in Lazarus Island in the story, and it ends in Lazarus Island with the story. And I must admit, a big thanks to Paul, who is on editing. Like, this guy's fantastic. And I enjoyed that he's working alongside with Joshua Williamson, because I know he's also done some brilliant work with Peter J. Tomasi. And in it, he reminded us of a particular scene which actually connects to when Damien last saw his mother, which was Batman issue 106. But you could also include the additional Detective Comics issue that also came out around the same time. But 106 was pretty decent enough. In regards to time, we didn't get any indication as to when this was taking place time-wise. Like, was it throughout the morning, midday? It wasn't very clear in that. but I did enjoy what was happening here. As I brought up before, the locations were Lazarus Island and Corto Maltese. And the cast of characters that we got to see in the story, of course, we got to see Robin when he finally was caught up with Nightwing. And I'm saying Red Robin, not Tim Drake Robin. Spoiler, Red Hood. And we also caught up with Mother Soul in the end, as well as Early Beginnings. And the League of Shadows. I'm really looking forward to where this next issue is going to take us. And you know what I want to see? I want to see Damien win this tournament. I mean, I want to see him win this tournament. And I really hope that happens. Yes, he's already had a loss already. But he's had a couple of wins along the way too. And it would be nice to see him get those wins back. Especially a win against Connor Hawke. Or against Hawke. Well, we'll see you again at the Fortress, at the Super Sons Fortress of Attitude. Oh, I need to include something. The story rating before leaving. For the story rating, I gave it an 8 out of 10. So, in technicality, it's a all-rounds. And thank you very much, Joshua Williamson, Gleb Malnikov, and even the one who worked on the variant cover. And I believe the next Super Sons related comic which will be going up will be the next issue of Challenge of the Super Sons, which should be issue 6, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you again at Super Sons Fortress of Attitude.